With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, here we go. Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the iSplash Retro Kart Series fires things off in round number 10 of the 11-week season number 2. Points later coming into tonight's race, Marcellus Bruning looking to set himself up with an easy race next week at Laguna Seca. But first, we've got to shake things down here tonight from the Glen right here. With the iSplash Retro Kart League drivers already out there in the Blonde Bullet qualifying session. Who's going to take the top spot? We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, how you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, David the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. Speaking of trackside, let's go ahead and get rid of that track information. Nice, cool breeze here tonight in upstate New York. Watkins, Glen, this 3.3 mile classic no loop boot going to put these drivers to the test, and we'll see who is the best. In the Blonde Bullet qualifying session, we'll drop that over to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see newcomer Theo Charlotte, top of the speed charts. Quick and happy hour as well. That's 7 looking to dominate here tonight. So as the music slowly fades away and time has ticked away in this 10-minute qualifying session, just under halfway remaining. Johnny Hamby, how about the run by Hamby? Sitting right there at 1:32.05 is his fast time. Almost 0.8 of a second faster. I mean, my goodness. Charlotte fired out of a cannon. He got that quick lap in pretty early here tonight. We'll see if that translates into race pace. 29 laps around this 3.3 mile track here in upstate New York. You can see all the drivers, all the cars out there right now with 4 minutes left, trying to improve any way, shape, or form. A couple of newcomers here tonight. Field 21 drivers scheduled to make the start in the Grand Prix at the Glen. 29 laps. A lot of different corners. They seem pretty easy, but you've got to be pretty methodical. You've got to be very technical on how you get into some of these corners, especially that uphill S section that you'll see just off in the background to the left-hand side here. Coming down into turn 1, you'll go up the short chute and then the uphill climb through those S's. If you get the tire on the rumble strip just a little too much, you may find yourself into some trouble. And then that long carousel before you head into the opening section of the boot. We're not going to run that typical NASCAR bus stop, so that's going to be something a little different for some of the viewers here tonight. These drivers just going to go full throttle as we've got to spin. We've got to spin 2 cars going around, coming off the exit of turn number 1 here in qualifying, so that's going to set them back. They're going to have to try to regroup and rerun and see if they can get a run to the front. Rick Raven going to go third with his time lap. Zach Millett, how about Millett in that 3:15, breaking inside of the top 5. Bruning, your points leader. Trouble here tonight. If he gets a top 5, it very well may seal the deal for him, but a lot of drivers and a lot of fast drivers here tonight. As Wade Shada, he's going to go 6th with the 112 machine out there, so a heck of a job out there by Wade. Blake also here with us tonight, so the Shada crew in full effect. The 113 down there on pit lane, qualifying 16th right now with 2 minutes remaining. Driver's going to have to be coming to the line to secure a final lap. There you can see just now, I believe that may be the 112. Trying to look at the timing and scoring charts here. Find out who that may be. Possibly the 42 of Darrell Weininger. There he is down into turn 1 here. A lot of drivers trying to get out there and get that final lap in to see if they can dethrone Theo Charlotte. Top speed charts. Quick time here at the Glen, a 1:31.72. What a lap, man. That is just lights out quick. Over a second faster than Hamby. So just when we thought Charlotte was pretty much top down on the speed, he goes out and he picks up another 2-3 tenths. To really separate himself, so drivers going to have to be on it as we roll into the final 60 seconds of qualifying here. Only a handful of drivers on track. Pole sitter, quick time. Tonight, Theo Charlotte, he's still out there on track trying to improve that time. I don't know if I'd really worry about that. I think he got the pole position in hand here in the Blonde Bullet qualifying session. Rick Raven sitting in 3rd. Zach Millett, Joe Walker, Wade Shada, Darrell Weininger, all lined up in front of your points leader, Marcellus Bruning. Coming into tonight, we'll get into some of those point standings throughout tonight's race, but in a comfortable lead heading into the final 2 nights. Bruning looking to repeat and walk away with the season hardware for the 2nd year in a row. We'll see if he's going to be able to capitalize and do that, but with only 30 seconds left, that's pretty much going to do it for the Blonde Bullet qualifying session. And walking away with the pole position is newcomer Theo Charlotte. What a job, what a run. We're going to head to a brief commercial, then trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back in trackside here for the Grand Prix at the Glen. You're watching the Splash Retro Kart Series Blonde Bullet qualifying session already in the bag, and we're going to go straight to the track. And we're going to get set to roll off here tonight for race number 10 here in season number 2. What a night, what a run. And we are ready to run once again. As you hear the familiar sounds in the background, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Grand Prix at the Glen sitting. Top the speed chart, snatching that Blonde Bullet pole award moments ago inside of that fast number 7, Theo Cherillet. Johnny Hamby in the 15 championship contender. He's going to slot in that second position. He'll start outside pole position. Back in row number 2 tonight, inside the familiar number 1, the Jersey Devil. That's right, Rick Raven. Zach Millett at a Hollowboars racing the 315 will start outside row number 2 in the 4th position. Row number 3 here tonight. Number 6 of Steve Singer. Joe Walker in the 17 just to his outside. Great qualifying effort here tonight for that 17 machine. Back in row number 4, the 112 of Wade Shada. Daryl Weininger in that Miller High Life number 42 machine. He'll start in the 8th position with Marcellus Bruning almost shut out of a top 10 to 61. Your points leader will roll off in 9th with the Carolina Classic Bill Smitham right beside him. Stefan Rossman, Robert Love making up row number 6 as the pace car kicks it in gear and drivers roll down the front stretch towards turn number 1. We'll finish off the rest of your running order. There you can see row number 7. Christopher Hamlink and Rafael Rodriguez in the 75 machine. The California kid going to try to get the job done here tonight in that 75 machine. How about our good buddy from above the border, Ron, and at 77. He's going to look to come through the field as we've got 29 laps around this 3.3 mile track. Blake Shada also joining us here tonight. So the 113 making his debut race, Austin Dabbs, Chris Brown, very familiar names up there inside of your top 20. They're going to roll off in row number 9. Row number 10 tonight, the 83 of Jason Crumley and the 302 of John Rayner. Rounding out the 21 car field here tonight is the 67 of Andrew Forrester, and it looks like Forrester having some trouble getting the gearbox to work for him. Looks like engine failure and problems are going to keep that 67 in the hauler, and his night's going to be done before it begins. Tough break here tonight for that 67 crew as they head home early. So we're going to be left with 20 drivers looking for a checkered flag. Who's going to do it? Who you got? Put it out there in the chat. Let's see who you think can walk away with the checkered flag here tonight. And I'm going to take an easy one here. I'm not going to pick the obvious pole sitter. He was about 0.8 of a second faster in happy hour leading into the Blonde Bullet qualifying session. Then he was a second faster in qualifying. I'm not going to take the easy route and pick that number 7. I think he may be a little too quick for these long-run machines. I think we're going to have to watch out for Hamby and Rayburn right there outside of your top 5. Never count out Marcellus Bruning, the wily veteran. There's reasons that he walks away with championship hardware. Consistent finishes week in, week out. Look for Bruning to make his way up through this field. And as we head through the boot here, we'll cut back onto the classic NASCAR side of things, what a lot of the race fans out there may be familiar with. And we'll head into the final corners in that iRacing safety car. Will drop out of the way and we will get things fired off and underway here tonight. It's the championship at the Glen, and we are ready to roll. Field off the final corner. Here we go, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from the Glen. Off and away we roll. Charlotte gets out to a good start. Half a second advantage by the time they get to turn number 1. We'll head through the first opening corners with your pole sitter walking away. There's Johnny Hamby. He's going to take a position away. It looks like Rafael has some trouble. Rodriguez goes around the 75. Going to lose multiple positions on this opening lap. Raven right here looking to the inside of Johnny Hamby. There it goes. There's the big move down to the inside of the racetrack. He'll have the preferred line going into the carousel. Running wide is Hamby, opening up that door inside track down to the first left-hand corner on the outside. Power move. Raven makes it work. Meanwhile, race leader starting to step away. 1.2 second advantage as we've got teammates right here. Zach Millett, Steve Singer lined up 4th and 5th on the racetrack. 4th and 5th in the running order. Wade Shada just behind them. That 112 not too far off. Bill Smitham picking up 3 positions from where he qualified here on this opening lap. So a great run there by Smitham. But how about your pole sitter out and away, almost leaving the field? 1.5 second advantage, and we haven't finished the first lap here tonight. So Charlotte may have been the proper pick, but we're going to challenge ourselves, and as we cross the line for the first time here tonight, we will drop that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Follow your favorite driver. See where they're running and how things are going for them here tonight at the Grand Prix at the Glen. Charlotte out and away. Let's jump to some of the battles. Let's go back here. Battle between, I believe that is Bill Smitham and Marcellus Bruning, wheel to wheel through the uphill S's. Oh my! Smitham grabbing that position. Looks like we've got one driver heading backwards. Everybody up and over the hill, down into the carousel. Bruning gonna run the high line, the wide way around. Set himself up for a good entry here into this left-hander. Not going to be able to take the position away from Smitham as the 42 of Weininger. He is right there running a little wide as Bruning, utilizing every bit of those rumble strips. And just look at this hungry pack of Lotus 79 machines. You want open wheel action at some of its finest. You want open wheel action in its crudest form. That's these machines right here. No bells, no whistles. No whistles. No knobs, no buttons. It's all about driving. There's no way to fix the car. You're out there. You're just out there. You got to figure out a way to run it. We've got multiple drivers with some big-time troubles now. Looks like Chris Brown, John Rayner, Jason Crumley all have trouble here on lap number 2. We'll visit some of the incidents throughout tonight's race as we watch the first few laps of these battles unfold before our eyes. How about the run right here? Great. Oh, my gosh! Up and over goes Brooding. Up and over goes Brooding, the 61. Oh my. Big time trouble. He's going to somehow flip to a stop on all fours, but oh man, Bill Smitham also involved in this one. Man, oh man, big time wreck. Big time trouble. We'll watch it right here once again coming out of turn number 1. Smitham going to gas it up on the rumble strips, come back across and send Bruning sliding, sparking towards turn number 2. Fortunately enough, able to utilize some of the banking and curvature of the track, the natural terrain to get that Lotus 79 flip back over, but that's going to put Bruning in a big time disadvantage now. He's going to be actually on pit road. There you can see him bringing the car to the attention of the crew out front, 3 seconds away. Charlotte putting them on him. So big time points implications here as well, race fans. Remember, when we came to you tonight, we told you Marcellus Bruning 2 weeks left to secure the season number 2 championship and walk away as the first and second year champion. Back-to-back performances. He's gonna need a top 5 to secure that. Need a top 10 to pretty much lock it up. Here he is, relegated to pit road, outside of your top 15. No laps led, no fast lap. Bruning, no bonus point to walk away with here, so this could have big time points implication. Christopher Hamlin, Johnny Hamby, they have got to capitalize on the misfortunes here tonight. Hamby doing just that. The 15 sitting inside of your podium right now, running in the 3rd position. Let's go back and take a look at Hamby, who came into tonight tied in 2nd, just 23 points behind Bruning. And Hamby right here doing just what he's got to do, and that's walk away with a great finish. And if he gets this podium, that's really going to make things interesting heading into Laguna Seca. We'll see if Christopher Hamlin, your second championship contender right here in that Scotch 3M target number 82, can make his way up a little further through the field right now, a little bit behind in the running order. Sitting outside of your top 10, Christopher Hamlin sits in 12th. Right here, a couple of positions in front of him. We'll see if he's going to be able to grab it, but a lot of drivers with issues, a lot of drivers with trouble here tonight. We've got more drivers to pit road, more drivers with trouble. Jason Crumley, Chris Brown, Rafael Rodriguez, Marcellus Bruning, John Raining, Bill Smitham, all on pit road. So that's going to be at least 5 of your 20 drivers that are now down in damage control mode. 25 laps remaining. A little bit of a smoke coming out of the tires there. A little bit of a lockup coming into turn number 1. Battle right here between Shada and the 77. The Texaco Halloween machine looking to work his way by. A little bit of a tow there for the 113 of Blake Shada, but he's not going to utilize it. Looks like he's going to go ahead and give that position here. Ron going to take the spot and try to continue on and work his way inside of a top 10. We'll see how bad it is for Bruning. A lot of damage, though. I've got to expect he's going to be on pit road for quite some time, but a lot of damage with that incident, that dust-up mix-up with the Carolina Classic. Bill Smith from the 55 also down the pit lane. Meanwhile, up at the front, smooth sailing for your race leader, walking away with this thing. 5 laps in the bag. We've got 24 to go, and if they go anything like they are now, looks like Theo Charlotte will become our newest race winner, our precious face into victory lane. Can the rookie get the job done in his debut and pretty much check every single box throughout the night? Passed us in happy hour. Snatched the Bond Bullet. Polo Ward. He's led every lap so far. And, well, he's got the fastest lap as well. He's going to need to lead till about lap 15, let's call it. Lap 15, if he can get us to just 15 laps to go. With the race lead still in his back pocket, he will secure the most laps led as well. So right now, things looking good for Charlotte. He's just got to maintain pace and bring this thing on home. Let's go back to a battle right here. Johnny Hamby, Zach Miller going at it. There you can see the 315 all over the gearbox of Hamby. As Hamby's trying to get it done, trying to scoot away from him, but it doesn't look like he's having much of success at the time. Close battle here as we look back inside the cockpit of that 15 machine. The man putting in work behind the wheel. Johnny Hamby runs final spot in the podium. We'll jump back outside of the car for a few moments here. Watch the battle ensue between Millet and Hamby. Before we head off and across the track, let's clue in, trying to find some more exciting action out there for you. There you can see the 42 of Daryl Weininger closing in on Stefan Robman. Robman right there. And coming out of the final corner, will cross the line. 23 laps remaining here. 31 sitting inside of your top 10 in the 9th position. Great run so far here tonight. Good qualifying effort. As Robman up 2 positions from where he qualified, so heading in the right direction for sure as we go on board now. With the driver on that 31 machine, Stefan Robman right here trying to run down Robert Love in the 44 Pepsi machine just off in front, running at 8th, up 4 positions from where he qualified, so a great run up through the field as well for that number 44. Little wide wide on corner exit there. That's going to cost Robman some time. That's going to allow Daryl Weininger to step back in the picture as we look off of the gearbox. Back at that Miller High Life. Number 42 machine. Weininger trying to gain some more positions. Christopher Hamlin starting to reel these two in. Hamlin going to need to pick up a handful of positions if he's going to want to be any sort of factor in this championship. A race coming into the final week. Next week at Laguna Seca, we will crown a Season 2 champion right here with the Ice Splash Retro Kart League. Let's jump around the track once again. Let's see what we can see, find what we can find. Nope. Okay, well, looks like we're going to stay right here, okay? I'm getting a head shake over there by the producer, so it looks like this is some of your closest action out on the track. So we're going to stay right here, watch this battle unfold. Spots up for grabs inside of your top 10. Robert Love, Stefan Rodman right here going at it with each other. Daryl Weininger looking for a position. Oh, Austin Dabbs has some trouble. Austin Dabbs goes around. Dabbs with issues here on lap number 7. Looking to the inside, and Weininger not going to take it. Holding off, trying to make the pass, and it looks like he's going to have to wait a little bit longer if he's going to want to take that spot away. On board camera shot now with the 31. And as Dabbs has trouble, looks like he's made it to pit lane. What do you say we go back, take a... Oh my goodness, and Weininger goes around. Daryl Weininger goes around. Just as we were about to head to a replay, looks like we're going to have to hit one up first. Daryl Weininger has some issues. Let's see what happened with this 42 machine. Down under, braking back on the gas, and it looks like the rear end's just going to slide out on him a little bit. locked it down, kept it out of that Armco barrier. Job well done. He's going to lose a lot of time here at a handful of positions, but fortunately, Weininger going to be able to continue on. We'll take a look now at the replay here. Let's find out what happened with the Texaco Havoline Big K, number 2 of Austin Dabbs. Dabbs coming through the corner up on the rumble strips, and there it is, and around she goes. Hard impact on the rear, and that's going to put some stress on that rear wing, and look for Dabbs to probably be on pit lane for quite some time. Looks like the 77 also having trouble. Both of you are having some issues here tonight. The 77, second week in a row here fighting the car, and it looks like Glen has gotten the best of a handful of our best drivers out here tonight. 3 drivers out of tonight's race after early crashes. Andrew Foster in the 67. He's going to walk away 21st here tonight, unable to join the starting grid. Looked like he couldn't get the car fired off. So the gearbox having some issues, and Forrester will finish out in 21st. Jason Crumley going to be credited with 20th. Chris Brown, Rafael Rodriguez in the 75, also out of tonight's race. He'll walk away with 18th. Drivers still down there trying to fix up their machines and get back out on track. Austin Dabbs, Bill Smith, and Marcellus Bruning, 3 drivers looking for some points here tonight. And Bruning, this is exactly what he couldn't have happened. Is exactly what has happened here tonight. I mean, Bruning, he just needed to come in and really have a solid top 10. A top 5, and that would all but seal the deal. But just a nice, easy top 10 run. And no trouble, no issues. And unfortunately, it looks like Bruning is going to have some major issues here with just 20 laps to go. Race leader Theo Charlotte out and away, well ahead of the field. 9 make it almost 10 seconds. 9 laps into tonight's race. I mean, he is absolutely lights out here. We've seen some dominating road course performances, but I don't think we've seen almost 10 seconds within 10 laps. We'll continue to watch the Grand Prix at the Glen unfold. 19 laps remaining, and it looks like he is looking to dominate the field here tonight and check every single box. Race leader Theo Charlotte has been the standard of performance in the field here tonight. Rick Raven, a solid second place running there. You can see Raven scooting on by. Johnny Hamby, Zach Millett, Steve Singer rounding out your top 5 only battles on the track. Let's go right here. Let's go take a look. See if this 315 can make it a little bit closer to the front of the field. Can he snatch a podium in his debut race? Millett on a run, looking for the front. Fellow teammate Steve Singer right here just behind him. There you can see that number 6 running very well here tonight, sitting in the 5th position. Joe Walker in the 17 right behind him. Don't discredit Walker. The holding serve right where he qualified in that 6th position. And he continues to run well here tonight at the Grand Prix at the Glen. There's only 19 laps remaining, but a lot of miles left to be had here tonight. Race fans, don't blink, don't go anywhere. We've still got a long way to go as drivers slowly close in on each other. Taking a look on board here with Joe Walker. That's the 17 off in the distance. Johnny Hamby, Zach Millett continuing to go at it. We'll go back to the battle right here. Trying to watch this one continue to unfold. Blake Shada with some issues. Shada gonna have some trouble. Blake Shada gonna have some trouble running outside of your top 10, and that's gonna give Daryl Weininger somebody to chase after here. Christopher Hamlin going to make up a spot or two. He's going to move into the 10th position, up 3 spots from where he qualified. John Rayner, a little bit off pace with an early incident here tonight to 302. He's up 5 positions from where he qualified from 20th to 15th. Rayner off of the lead lap, but still gaining positions. He's going to have some more trouble here tonight to have a little bit more landscaping fees to pay as Rayner goes off track here on his lap number 8. Singer off track as well, so drivers starting to struggle for some grip. Let's go here. Let's watch this battle just inside of your top 10 championship contender. Tied for second coming into tonight's race, Christopher Hamlin started 13th, now has broken into your top 10, and he's beginning to run down Stephen Rodman with Robert Love. Can he gain another 2 positions and put himself just a handful of spots away from the top 5 before the round of green flag pit stops ensues? Out there on the outside lane, slow is the number 6, Steve Singer, with trouble. Singer with issues. Off track moment for Singer, and it looks like maybe some trouble, maybe some damage there on that left front. We're going to take a look here. Let's see if we can't find that. Let's see if we can't see what happened here with Steve Singer. Let's go back, take a look. There's that left front. Nope. He's going to have a spin, and oh, there it is. Going to break. Going to break, but car just won't slow enough, and definitely some damage on that left. Definitely some damage on that left front. Singer going to have to limp this one back to pit road as we head back to the battle with Christopher Hamlin, still trying to close in on Rodman and Love. There you can see the Pepsi number 44 of Robert Love. Stephen Rodman right there in front of him. 31 machine running well here tonight. Driver's going to pick up a handful of positions as Steve Singer's going to drop from inside of the top 5. But Millett, Walker, Shada, Love, Rodman, and Link and Potiger round out your top 10. Let's go back to the battle inside of the top 3. What do you say, race fans? Or no, you want to stay here? Okay. It looks like we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay with the battle, closest battle on track. Inside of the top 10, Hamlin all over Rodman, trying to take the position away. 9th and 8th going at it here. Millett closing out on Hamby, so we're going to transfer this battle up here. Closest battle now on track inside of your top 10. Battle for the final podium position. Johnny Hamby and Zach Millett going at it. Here goes Millett looking for the pass down the long back stretch. Going to get a little bit of a toe, but not going to make the move through the carousel. He's going to fall in line here. Look for a wide run on corner exit. Not going to be able to make the move coming into this left-hander. The first corner in the boot section of the track here tonight. This 3.3-mile racetrack laid out for the iSplash Retro Kart Series drivers. Just about halfway through tonight's Grand Prix at the Glen and Theo Charlotte. Your race leader out to a 13.3 second advantage. He is all but gone on this one. He's gonna be able to pretty much drive however he wants. He doesn't have to drive it like he stole it here tonight, already doing so and separating himself. Charlotte looks to finish things off as he checks another box. He's going to lead the most laps here tonight no matter what else happens. Only one more box to go for the debut. The rookie here tonight at the Glen, Theo Charlotte, looks for victory lane. Rick Raven right there, 3 seconds out in front of this battle for the final spot in the podium. You're watching Zach Millett and Johnny Hamby going at it through the uphill section of the race course. Let's take a look down the side of Zach Miller's 3:15, trying to get the job done, but just not able to quite pull off the pass. We'll go on board here, side by side through the corner. Great run here on the track for Zach Millett as he continues in that third position, able to finally make the pass on Johnny Hamby and take the final podium position away. Will continue to run here from the Glen. 14 laps now to go. Hamby needed a good finish. He still has a lot of points in his back pocket. What do you do? Coming into tonight's race, 23 points out of the championship. With one more week ahead of you, points leader with issues, with trouble, sitting on pit road back in 17th. How much do you push it? How hard do you run? Are you willing to risk it and throw it all away, knowing you're going to have a great opportunity to gain quite a bit of points on Bruning, who has had the early race trouble in exactly what Hamby and Hamlink needed has happened? What do you do if you're the crew chief? Do you even mention the trouble? Do you even get your driver worried about it? Do you get that on his mind? Do you just let him stay focused, stay locked in, and continue to do what he's been doing all night long here tonight? Hamby running well, the 15. Gonna lose 2 spots on the night. He started in second, sitting in fourth, so still a great night, still a great run. And just a lights-out performance by the man out front, walking away with 13 laps remaining. Theo Charlotte, the Frenchman, the newcomer, debut rookie race here tonight, and he has showed up, and he has showed out in that number 7 machine. Rick Raven sits in second. Zach Millett, who we continue to watch on screen, running in third. Johnny Hamby in fourth. Joe Walker rounds out your top 5. Wade Shada right there in the 6th position with Stephen Roadman, Robert Love, Ron Potiger, and Christopher Hamley rounding out your top 10. And the last remaining drivers on the lead lap, Daryl Weininger going to sit in 11th. Austin Dams, Singer, Shada, Rainer, Smitham, Bruning, Rodriguez, Brown, Crumley, and Forrester round out your 21 car field here tonight. Handful of drivers down and out of tonight's race. John Rainer gonna push his car back to the haulers. The 302 is gonna be done for the night. Can Smitham and Bruning somehow get back on track and run enough laps to get a position? They're still down there trying to fix on their machines. Bruning, he's got to find a way to get some style of points or something. He's got to get a point, something. Even with a point, though, I think this is going to be his worst finishing week, his worst race of season number 2. And drivers are able to drop one bad race, so it looks like this is going to be a null and void race for Bruning. So he's going to walk away still with 123 points next week when we enter Laguna Seca, but it's going to come down to Hamlink and Hamby, which race they're throwing out and tossing out and what they're gaining here tonight as green flag pit stops are well and underway. Raven and Hamby going to give up their positions inside of the top 5 and head to pit lane here. Charlotte, Millett, Walker, Shada stay out on track. Stephen Roadman in the 31 machine, he's also going to stay out on track as we continue to watch Millett trying to run down the drivers at the front. A 20-second advantage now for Charlotte with 12 laps to go. It's all but in the bag for your race leader. We'll go right here, and I tell you what, as he comes up the hill, through the corners and back out onto the familiar NASCAR road course section here. We're going to jump with him. We'll go on board. Let's ride a lap with your race leader. And nope, we're not going to ride a lap. He's going to head to pit lane. So Charlotte to pit lane. What does Millett do? Millett coming through the final few corners of the course as well. Will he bring that 315 to pit road this time around? Rick Raven, Johnny Hamby already back up to speed. Great run through the corner, and Millet, he's going to stay out. Millet says, I don't need no tires yet. He's going to stay out, and it looks like Millet will go to the point. First time here tonight, we have seen a new name at the top of the speed charts. Zach Millet will take control of the race lead. Theo Sherlin heading back out onto the track. Joe Walker, Wade Shada, both on the pit road. We'll see if Roadman, Raven, and Hamby are able to leapfrog them as Roadman comes to pit road for his first stop of the night. Rick Raven, Johnny Hamby going to continue on, and they're going to be able to pick up those positions where they're able to gain anything on race leader Charlotte as they came to pit road just one lap prior. Is the undercut going to work out here? Millet testing the waters on the long run side of things. 11 seconds in front of your race leader. It looks like the pit road delta right around that 39.5 to 40.5 second bracket. So doing the timing here, and it looks like Miller to be close for possibly leapfrogging his way into the second position. I mean, it's going to be pretty darn close here. But as he continues to run, he's continuing to lose time here. Rick Raven now just 29 seconds back, and that's going to give a net gain to Raven. Millet going to possibly lose some time here on this long run strategy as Charlotte makes his way through the final corner. He'll head down the front stretch, and he'll go back to the point and back to leading laps here tonight, only giving up that race lead during the round of green flag pit stops. So the pit cycle complete with Millet onto pit road. How far back will that 315 fall? Rick Raven and Johnny Hamby up to speed. And down and away is Millet. Good run here for Millet on pit road. Back off. He's able to keep himself in front of Hamby for the moment. Hamby all over him, though. Let's go back here. Let's watch this battle as the warm tires versus the cold tires. Can Hamby close the distance? 3.6 seconds back. 2.6 now, working his way into the S's and down the long back stretch. Hamby able to pick up a little bit, but not very much. Raven able to stay out in front of him by about a half a second, so he's going to have fresh tires behind him. Can he get the job done? Rick Raven looking to secure that second position. Theo Sherlin right there, the number 7, sitting in the front of the field. 18-second advantage over second place runner Rick Raven. Theo is in a world of his own, absolute alien status here tonight from the Glen. And as we continue these final few laps here tonight in race number 10 for the Ice Splash Retro Card Series, we'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for joining us here tonight, whether it's over there on the Twitch side of things, joining us on Facebook, or right here on the YouTube channel. We do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by, but let's not forget about these drivers pouring it out week in, week out, right here on the track each and every Friday night. Get your adrenaline fix right here with the Retro Card Series. Go ahead and join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding through to say, hey, or you're one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, maybe one of the many sponsors throughout the many different leagues and series. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So while you're here watching some great open wheel action, go ahead and drop these drivers that thumbs up. Holding serve is Zach Millett after utilizing the long run to get a point for leading a lap. So Millett coming in very late in the season. It's his debut here tonight. And what a debut, huh? Walking away with a podium finish here. Qualified fourth, running in third. Millett looking good. Charlotte Raven right there as well, second and top of the speed charts, and that's to no surprise. Charlotte absolutely dominating here tonight. Fast in happy hour, took the Blonde Bullet qualifying session pole award, led every lap. He's got the fastest lap of the race as well. I think they might as well just take the big check and write his name on it now. Just go ahead and write it right now, because it's all been in the bag. Charlotte is his own worst enemy at this point. It's going to take a self-inflicted catastrophe, really. Charlotte's going to have to suffer big time to give up a 20-second advantage with what's coming to 7 laps remaining. Man, just like that, race leader's going to cross the start and finish line, and there you can see it just coming out of the final few corners here into the last 2 turns on the track. That is the race lead for Charlotte over second and third. Raven and Millett still going at it as Zach has lost about a second here. Half a second lost over the course of that last lap, so Millett struggling a little bit, possibly going a little bit too hard on the tires as he came out of pit road. Will that allow Johnny Hamby to work his way back into a podium finish? We'll see how it shakes out. We'll see how it all runs down. And we'll give you a little bit of house cleaning before we go. 21 scheduled for the start. 20 drivers rolled off of the starting grid, and we are down to just 11 drivers on the track with 10 left on the lead lap. My goodness. Weininger and Robert Love also off the lead lap now, so race leader Theo Charlotte, he is, I don't want to say he ain't playing nice. I just think he ain't playing. I mean, I believe there's a difference. Absolutely phenomenal race here tonight for Charlotte. I mean, as I said earlier here tonight, we have seen some dominating performances. Whether it be on the oval side or on road courses, we have seen some dominant performances. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it mistaken, race fans. Top-notch Lotus drivers here in this field with the Ice Splash Retro Kart League. But again, I don't think we've had a driver check every single box. This will be the first time in over 20 races with the Ice Splash Retro Kart League that we have seen a driver be the fastest in happy hour, qualifying, race trim, win the race, most laps led. I mean, if there's any win for the field here tonight, it's gonna be the fact that Charlotte's not gonna walk out of here leading every single lap. We have seen that before on a road course. I believe it was Johnny Hamby who actually led every single lap just a handful of weeks ago. So we've seen that done. But it's not one of those boxes. It's not one of those important check marks. And here we are, just 5 laps to go. And Charlotte, he ain't even got to go hard. He ain't even got to really race. He's just got to put this thing, if there was a pit limiter, if there was cruise control, you can guarantee he could flip that thing to about 140 and just kind of cruise around the track. And I know what you're thinking, Dave, 140. Well, yep, that's what they're taking some of these corners at here. Coming into this corner, still upwards of 100 miles an hour going through the boot section of this race course. Down the back stretch of the boot will wrap around the long right-hander. Ooh, floating it right out to the grass is your race leader. He is not playing. Last lap gonna be the fastest lap of the race for Charlotte. So just like that, I mean, he's still got pace. Still got pace in that machine. That is, wow. Just the pace and the speed out of this 7, man. It's almost, it's almost a beautiful thing to watch. I mean, he's just, watch him just float out to the grass line. You can see him just barely touching the left side tires to that grass line, not overstepping one single bit. I mean, just floating it right there on the ragged edge of possible catastrophe, and doing it lap after lap after lap like it's second nature. And he is closing in on more lap traffic here. And 77 going to move on over, and he's going to go one lap down. That's going to leave us with just 7 drivers left on the lead lap here tonight. You're watching the iSplash Retro Kart Series race number 10 here in season number 3. It's the Grand Prix at the Glen. Final laps remaining, just a little bit over about 8 miles to go for race leader Theo Charlotte, who comes across the crest of the backside of the race course. Into the left-hander, here we go. He's going to crank it on out, back on to the final 2 corners of the track and leave us with popsicle sticks on display for the boss man in the flag stand. This time around, we're going to have just 2 to go here from the Glen. Charlotte shows the way. What a run, what a performance here tonight. And he's going to go even quicker, and he's going to break in to the 130s, a 130.97. He's going to go faster than his qualifying pace. Charlotte, why? That's what we're gonna ask. Why? Why you gotta do it to him? 29 lap race, 2 laps to go, and you're gonna run the fastest lap of the race. Unbelievable. Rick Raven sitting in that second position. Zach Millett with a solid spot rounding out the podium. In third, Johnny Hamby right there in fourth. Joe Walker fifth with Christopher Hamlin and Stephen Ropeman. The last driver left on the lead lap, sitting in that 7th position. The 31 machine up 4 positions from where he qualified. So a great night, great run, great showing for the 31. As a lot of drivers going to walk away from the Glen a little bit disappointed. Your points leader, Marcellus Bruning, going to finish outside of the top 15. He's going to walk away and try to forget Watkins Glen altogether and look forward just straight to Laguna Seca through the final corner, back across the stripe. White flag flies, final lap here tonight in the Grand Prix at the Glen for the Retro Kart Racing Series. What a run, what a night. I want to thank all of our sponsors out there from Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet in Newton, North Carolina. Head on over to DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. Get yourself one of those fast new, well, we'll go ahead and call them a sexy ride. They're from Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Also a big time shout out to Mountain Mafia Kennels, the best bully breeders in Western North Carolina. That's right, you can find them on Facebook.com. That's Mountain Mafia Kennels. I Splash Retro Card League. The I Splash graphics department, we appreciate each and everything they do behind the scenes and up front here, partnering with the Retro Kart League, coming on board and taking the title of sponsor Samad iSplash. Look them up on Facebook.com as well for all your iRacing livery, driver suits, and helmet needs. Look no further than iSplash. Making a big splash in his debut race. Final corner at hand and walking away with the checkered flag. This time around, he'll cross the stripe and put it in the bag. Theo Charlotte will walk away as your race a winner debut. Dominating performance for Charlotte. Looks like Rick Raven gonna cross the line with second. Zach Millett still right there in third. Johnny Hamby running in the 4th position. We'll see if these drivers finish out where they are on track. And Raven gonna take second. Millett going to walk away with third, and that's going to do it for your podium drivers here. Great run between Raven and Millett to lock in that second and third position. And just like that, race fans, that's going to pretty much do it for the Grand Prix at the Glen. We're going to step high above the track. There you can see all of the drivers on their cool down laps. So as drivers make their way around the track and back to the paddock, we're going to step away, get things set up for your post-race festivities. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back high above the track here at the conclusion of tonight's Grand Prix at the Glen for the Eye Splash Retro Kart Series. What a run, what a night here tonight. Debut showing for Theo Charlotte, walking away with your race win. Down there in Victory Lane celebrating the night away. And oh, there it is. There's your race leader, Theo Charlotte walks away with a checkered flag debut performance here tonight. What a run for him and his crew. Showing up, showing out here tonight. Absolutely dominating performance. Rick Raven walking away with second here tonight. And I do believe we've had a moment, an opportunity to snatch Raven for just a brief talk. We'll see if we can't talk to the man inside of that number one machine. Rick, it's Dave. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I've been doing all right. How you doing?
I'm pretty disgusted, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, second place, nothing to hang your head about, but I mean, a little bit off pace here tonight, so I guess a little bit more. I don't know. What else could you possibly do?
Nothing. I mean, I just can't imagine anybody being 1 second per lap faster than the fast guys in this league. That was just, that was an amazing performance. That's all I'll say.
Well, sometimes well, I'll just say it like this. Sometimes it just be like that. But we'll move forward here. Rick, you came into tonight's race sitting in a close little battle there for that fourth, fifth position in the point standings, kind of on the outside looking in, heading into these final 2 weeks for the championship standing. So at the end of the day here tonight, you're going to walk away with a lot more points than Bill Smith, who was running in that fourth spot. Do you think you got a chance to maybe solidify that fourth, maybe even a third place finish in the championship standings when we hit Laguna Seca next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, can't get the championship. That's out of reach. Unfortunately, we missed the race last week. We went to the 100 Days Out party at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and that was awesome. Met Castro Neves and Pato O'Ward and Marcus Erickson and Tony Kanaan, and we just had a fantastic time out there. But so we had to miss last week's race. But yeah, I mean, it's possible we could still move up. But I don't know who's going to win the championship, but it looks like it's going to be. It could be close.
Yeah, the point standings definitely going to be shaken up here with Burning having a. We'll call it a lackluster performance here tonight, finishing way out of the top 15. But I don't want to take away from anything you were able to accomplish here tonight, Rick. Walked away with yet another podium performance when you showed up to the track. So before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your weekend, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
Nah, that's okay. Nah, I'm only kidding. I just have one thing to say. You see on the news, you see it on Facebook and everywhere else, social media. I'm seeing a lot of people say, "Oh, I saw a UFO. I saw a UFO. Oh, the aliens are coming. The aliens." And you know what? I really didn't believe it until tonight. All I have to say is I was the first among humans tonight. So pretty proud of that.
You know what? I didn't know where you were taking that, and I was getting a little concerned. I'm not going to lie, but I like the way you spun that, Rick. That was a job well done, man. Kudos on that one, all into itself. And again, Rick, a great performance for you and your crew. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let you go, and we'll see if we can catch up with you.
Before I thank Turn 3. Thanks to Turn 3 for broadcasting this race, and thanks to Mr. Brunning for putting on this show. This was a great field tonight, a good sized field, and the momentum is on our side for the Retro Kart League. This is awesome. It's a great league. It's run professionally. I love it. And excuse me. Just want to thank my kids, Mila and Zoe. I love you guys. I know that you're out there cheering me on. We'll try again next week. Hopefully there will be no aliens, but we'll try again next week. And honey, I love you, Alana, my sweet wife. And I love you, Lord Jesus. Thank you for dying for me and giving me the life that I have. And thanks to all the drivers out there for coming out and racing clean. I haven't had a problem with anybody out there. And I've been here, I think this is my fourth or fifth race. And these guys just race clean. They know what they're doing. And, the new guys that are coming in, same thing. Just very happy to be a part of this. This is great.
Absolutely, Rick. Well, again, congratulations on yet another podium performance. And as we were saying, we'll look forward to trying to catch up with you at the end of things next week at Laguna Seca. So, as always, God bless, stay safe, and stay fast.
Thank you, brother. Same to you. We'll be there next week.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man that walked away second on the track tonight. Rick Raven going to produce yet another podium finish, and that's going to roll us into the final man to walk away with a podium position here tonight inside of that 315. The Clayton, New York native. You can catch him on Twitch. That is four guy. There he is. Bubbles, look at him over there on the left-hand side of the screen. Zach Millett. I don't think he needed Coke bottle glasses to finish his race here tonight. He was fast lap after lap, and Millett was able to gain a position throughout the course of tonight's 29-lap feature event. The Grand Prix at the Glen, and Zach Millett finishes out your podium here tonight from the Glen. What a race. What a night. Not much left to be said other than just a lights out performance, and I think we're gonna have to play this one by the hooks here. I don't know. Let's see if we can't grab a word with. I believe we may have an opportunity to catch up with the race winner, and it looks like, yes, already done with some of those pre-race post-race celebrations. We'll catch up now with your race winner. Job well done inside of that 7 machine. Theo, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Yep.
Amen.
Hi.
Great race tonight. Absolutely lights out performance. How'd you do it?
Well, I just practiced a bit last week, but it's mainly because I'm decently experienced with the car, so I didn't. Yeah, I just I just get cool and get myself on the track.
Well, you get yourself in a good mind frame. Your preparation has got to be key. Lap after lap, we've seen you just precision point driving, floating the car right to the edge of the track limits, never overstepping those boundaries. And you got faster and faster as the race went on. You ran the fastest lap of the race with about 4 laps to go. So just absolutely dominating performance. Fastest happy hour, took the pole position, led almost every single lap here. So Theo, I mean, you checked all the boxes. Are you coming back next week? Are we going to see you at Laguna?
I'm coming back, and I can tell you that I didn't get all the precision you are talking about, because I know I did some small mistakes here and there, and basically all that precision is more about the confidence into the car. And basically that you won't have the same story whenever we get into an oval, because there I won't have any chance to pull away like that.
Yeah, the oval racing a little bit different with the arrow coming into play and things of that nature. But Theo, it looks like you may be one of those road course kings that these drivers are going to have to be concerned with whenever we do hit the track and turn left and right. But first and foremost, I want to congratulate you on your first checkered flag, your first race winning performance, and your first outing with the series and with the league. So congratulations with all of the firsts coming to you here tonight from the Glen. Before we let you go and enjoy this race win, would you like to give any thank yous, love yous, anything like that?
I would like to thank Ice Splash for making the livery that I requested him, which is the car raced by Philippe Gache, the Philo-French Philippe Gache, at the 1992 Indy 500, if I'm right. But he didn't have as much chance as me, because he just crashed somewhere during the race. But big shout out to Ice Patch for the delivery, because I was just too lazy to make it myself.
Well, man, we applaud the honesty and we applaud that absolutely dominating performance, Theo. Congratulations on the race win, and we'll see if we can talk again at Laguna Seca.
Yeah, let's hope so.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from Victory Lane. And before we go and run down your unofficial race results, I tell you what, let's see if we can go ahead and grab a few words with the man that rounded out the podium here tonight, finishing in third inside of that 315. Zach Millett, it's Dave. You got us?
Hey, Dave, got a copy, buddy.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after walking away third here tonight? I mean, debut night for you and your crew, and I got to ask, what's up with Bubbles?
Hey, Bubbles is the man. How can you not like Bubbles, you know? If you got Bubbles on your side, it's a good race no matter what, right?
All right, right. Oh man, you came in into tonight, as we said, debut night. You qualified fourth. You had a great run, some great speed in the car. You were able to walk away with the podium. How much does this build your confidence moving forward inside of the car and with this league?
Oh man, it's huge. We kind of just jumped into this. Steve Singer there sent me a message last night and said, "Hey, this looks pretty fun, and it's at Watkins, Glen. I think we got to do it." And yeah, it didn't take long for me to say absolutely. So it was pretty cool to jump in with these guys. I'm glad they got us in so late notice. These guys are awesome to race around, man. Everybody's real clean, real fast. Theo was on a different planet. He was real fast. That was awesome. Great performance by him. Big congrats. Everybody I raced around tonight was really clean, and it was really fun. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Well, next week we're going to be hitting a road course for the second time in a row to finish out the season. You were quick here on the road course at the Glen. You think you got what it takes to be quick at Laguna?
Oh man, I don't know. We're gonna put some practice in. We'll see if we can hang with the big boys on that place. That place is fun.
Well, Zach, again, we'll have to wait to see how things shake down next week. But where was I going? Oh, yeah, I was going right here. Um, excellent performance. Sorry, had a little bit of a squirrel moment there, but excellent performance here tonight for you and your crew. We'll see how the teammates go next week. We'll see if you can put it back on the podium. But before we let you go, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Dave, and Turn 3 Racing Network, the Retro Kart League, especially for getting us in such short notice and getting us in this party. I got to thank Steve and HBR TV, Track Bar Media, Eric Dawkins State Farm, and Castle Products. And shoot me a follow on Twitch over at That S4 Guy.
All right, Zach. Well, again, congratulations on that debut podium finish. And with that being said, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, brother.
All right, there you go. Final few words from all the drivers that finished on the podium this week here at the Grand Prix of the Glen. What a race, what a night, what a show here from upstate New York. You can't quite get any better than that. And with producers hitting those buttons in the background, it's time for us to run down your unofficial race results. Walking away with the checkered flag debut race, and he walks away with the race win. Theo Charlotte in the 7 is your race winner. Rick Raymond finishes second here tonight and finishing out the podium inside of that 315. The Holler Boys Racing, Zach Millett. Johnny Hamby finishes in 4th. Joe Walker back in 5th. Christopher Hamley slides home in 6th. 31 of Stefan Rossman in 7th. Rod Bultiger in the 77 machine, gonna walk away 8th, 9th tonight. From the Glen will be Daryl Weiniger, and Robert Love finishes out your top 10. 112 of Wade Shada back in 11th with Austin Dabbs in 12th. Steve Singer, Blake Shada, John Reiner round out your top 15. The Carolina Classic, Bill Smitham gonna finish in 16th. Points leader Marcellus Brooding gonna have trouble. The Blonde Bullet 61 will finish 17th. 18th tonight to Jason Crumley. Chris Brown, Rafael Rodriguez, and Andrew Forrester finish out your 21 car field here at the Grand Prix of the Glen for the iSplash Retro Kart Series. What a night, what a run. If you haven't already, remember, Show these drivers some love and support. Join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash the bell. Over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So from myself, Dave in the Cave, and everybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, stay safe, stay love, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet ya in Turn 3.